Welcome to the Derek Smith Spiel, and on today's episode, it will be a random rant on grocery stores. This is the random rant grocery store gripes. Before I get too far into it, let me throw my shameless plugs out here and let's make a deal. If you listen to this episode and like what you hear, go ahead and if you're on Spotify, follow and hit the bell so that you are notified every Wednesday at 10 a.m. when I come out with a new podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that bell once again for podcasts that come out every week at 10 a.m. Now, getting into it, grocery store gripes, man. It was surprising. Like, I was just listing down all the things that annoy you while you're at the grocery store, and it was a lot. It was a lot. Starting right off, as soon as you pull into the parking lot, there is always someone driving a truck that is too big for them, and they take up multiple parking spots. And I'm not gonna lie, the guys who get out of this truck usually look something like me. Something like me if I had a mullet. You drive into the parking lot, and some dude that looks like me with a mullet hops out of his truck, taking up 4 parking spots in a big diesel engine, and just walks right into the store. Finding a parking spot is probably the most stressful part of grocery shopping. It's either that or when you get to the register and you aren't sure if you have enough cash. One of those two. But the parking lot is a mess. No one knows how to park. They're always either hugging the yellow line or taking up multiple spots. And every now and then, you see a grocery cart taking up a parking spot. That's annoying. Especially people leave their grocery carts when they parked right next to the cart return. It's not that difficult. Just wheel your grocery cart over to the cart return, and you don't even have to shove it in, make a giant line. Someone has a job to do that. You don't even have to connect it. Just put it in that little space. That way people aren't trying to park around your grocery cart. But finally, you get a parking spot, and you're walking from your parking spot to the store. And another thing, not only can people not park, they also are completely unaware of their surroundings. You've got to walk basically right down the center of the lane in the parking lot, because if not, someone might back out right into you. That's not a stretch at all to say that. It no awareness. No awareness. Madden rating 0 for awareness. It is unreal. Even in the crosswalk, you can't trust that people are gonna stop. Pedestrians might have right of way, but really think twice before you step out and end up in the hospital. You have right of way, but they also have a 2-ton vehicle. Just keep that in the back of your mind. But that's all right. You get into the store, and my mom, she always has wet wipes in her purse. Whenever she grabs a cart, she just rinses it down with a wet wipe. I don't go that far, but I understand why she does, because it's nasty to think about all the hands that have probably touched those grocery carts that you're pushing around. I'm always the cart guy, always put on cart duty, either me or my dad. But in the store, you're just trying to get everything on your list. You're going through it's generally the fruit aisle where this happens. You're just picking out fruit, thinking about how you're spending $5 an apple, and you look up and you see these 2 people, generally moms. They look over, and it is like a goddamn theater play. You see these 2 moms make eye contact, and oh, oh my god, Karen, is that you? And they run over screaming, ah! And then they hug each other. Like, it's such a scene. It's like, you can just say hi and ask, oh, how are the kids doing? You don't need to project your conversation throughout the whole grocery store. You don't have to run up screaming, oh my god, it's been so long. It's been so long. How many years has it been? I remember when your kids were this tall. And that always comes up too. That always comes up, the height of your kids. I ran into a guy grocery shopping yesterday. He's like, "Man, it's been a while since I've seen you. You've really grown." I don't I don't know if I've grown since the last time I saw him. I thought about that afterwards. I've been holding a very large 5'8" for quite a few years now. I I don't think I have grown since I've seen him, but it's a nice boost, whatever. Nice compliment. But yeah, these generally moms, and don't worry, I'll get to the dads. The dads are blowhards too. Generally, the moms screaming, running over. We have to get together more. Not only are they screaming so the whole store can hear, they're also standing right in the middle of a lane. So if you want your deli meat, you're gonna have to wait a good 10 minutes because those two moms are having a scream conversation. You're not getting in the middle of that. Kiss your deli meat goodbye. You're going to McDonald's this week for burgers. No sandwiches for you. The Not only the moms scream, but the kids too. That and I remember being that kid. I still don't like grocery shopping, but man, some of these kids are little assholes. They always have been. I'm not gonna get on here and say that my generation was more well behaved. Kids have always been assholes in grocery stores, but man, the scene these kids make, the stomping. I haven't seen a kid roll around on the ground yet, but man, it's been close. It's it's been close. What I did see was there was this little kid just running around the store, and it was one of those hard ass moms, like the cool mom. She was like, "Oh, you better come over here. Or I'll beat your ass. I will beat your ass right in this store. I don't care. I don't care. You get over here." Grabbed her kid by the arm and pulled her back into the aisle. She was waiting to check out, and she was like, "No more running away. We're staying here." Yeah, I threatened to not get him something. Again, I've been there. Threatened to not get her kid something, but then to keep the kid occupied, to keep the kid from running away, she like sat on the ground. This probably 35-year-old lady with tattoos, dark hair. I think you can fill in the blanks here. She like can picture what she looked like. She was sitting on the ground like, I don't know if she was playing patty cakes or bubble gum in a dish, but on the dirty tile grocery store ground, trying to keep her asshole kid from running away and screaming and grabbing the Nerf guns and throwing the balls around it. God, man, these little kids are tyrants. Tyrants, I tell you. They're fast too. Kid zoomed by me twice, buzzed me. It's like when a motorcycle passes you on the road, excuse me, just boom, right by. And maybe he looks back and giggles and keeps on running. He's got to make it to the toy section. He's got to enjoy those toys before the mom breaks it to him like, "Hey, you're not getting that anymore. And guess what? If you keep this up, you're on the naughty list this year. And I'll beat your ass." These She probably had a big white Dodge. But that's not the point. I've got so much more here. The clueless shoppers. Not only are there the people who talk in the middle of the lane and take the lane up while you're just trying to pick up your mini wheats. There's also the people who, and I've been victim of it. Everyone has. You walk into the aisle and it's one of two things. You're walking down the condiments, chips, or cereal aisle. You know you need condiments, chips, or cereal, but you're looking up there and you're like, oh, there's just so many options. What do I want to get here? Then you see the meal deals, and you're like, mm, I'd prefer cinnamon toast crunch this week, but Honey Nut Cheerios is 2 for $7.50. Man, and you're sitting there just contemplating everything you're about to do. You're trying to save a couple bucks. Next thing you know, you're holding up a whole line. Like, you gotta you've got to have some sort of a game plan before you walk into an aisle. You have to have some idea of what you're getting. And if you realize, again, it comes down to the awareness thing. These people who have no awareness parking also have no awareness in the grocery aisle. If you're in an aisle and you can feel the presence of other people maybe waiting for you, make that decision. Man, you're going to be back in a week. It's not that big of a deal if you make the wrong decision. I promise it'll be okay. The mini wheats will always be there. Always. The Heinz ketchup. If you have to get Topps ketchup this week, it's fine. Heinz has 57 flavors. There's plenty. There's plenty. You can go 7 days without it. Then I mean, I was hard on the moms. Some of these dads, man. These dads, I don't know if it's midlife crisis. I don't know if it's that they have low testosterone and then you're taking testosterone pills and they feel like they're young and don't realize they're old and have dad bod. But Jesus Christ, like, comes to an age where you shouldn't wear just get the right size t-shirt. Don't wear a size small. Like, I can see your beer belly, man. I can see it. Oh, good, you hit chest this morning? Yeah, you've still got a stomach. Don't be walking around in this dry fit Under Armour shit, acting like you've got a six-pack. No. No, you've got the average stomach for a 40-year-old man. And then they've got the sunglasses and the arm tattoos. Probably have a Harley Davidson somewhere in their garage. It's like these dads, they hit the midlife crisis hard, and they just look like douches. They do. The moms and dads, everyone's at fault. Everyone here is at fault. I'm not picking one or the other. It's a combined effort. It is a combined effort. Man, or it always hits hard when you see a dad like that just trying to hold on to his youth. It's like, let it go. Let it go. Start wearing, Duluth Trading makes some good stuff that doesn't make you look like an old man, but it also, you look better in a t-shirt that fit nice and than an Under Armour t-shirt that high schoolers wear. You would. No one wants to see your gray body hair, and no one wants to see your beer belly. You can get a shirt that fits you right. And don't wear glasses and sunglasses inside. Do not wear sunglasses inside. I know sometimes your eyes just get so used to looking through sunglasses that you forget they're on, but you got to make a conscious effort to not wear sunglasses inside them. It does kind of make you look like a tool. It does. It's not cool. It's not cool, bro. Sorry, I gotta speak their language here. Dude, this isn't 1990 anymore, bro. It's the big 2020. 2030 is right around the corner. Start acting like it. There we go. That's my message to the dad. The cart right of way. I've talked about car right of way. The same people who don't understand right of ways on the road do not understand right of ways in the grocery aisle. Like, it is polite to keep your cart on the right side of the aisle. You don't need to go down the center. You do not need to go on the left. Leave your cart on the right and walk to the left. Do not mess up the flow of carts. Do not. My driver's ed teacher used to tell me that driving is a community effort. So is shopping. Do not mess up the flow of the carts. Also, if you are trying to leave an aisle into the main drag, if you're trying to go back onto Main Street, do not just hang a left without looking. People are flying down Main Street and they're looking up, trying to see the aisles. They aren't looking at you. So, people on the main drag looking up at the aisles, they have right of way. If you're in the cart and you're trying to pull out of an aisle, wait your turn. The cart crashes are brutal, and then that's an awkward conversation. It's awkward because both people feel in the wrong. It's cart crashes don't need to be a thing. They don't. Just have some awareness. Oh my god. And the scooters. Man, if you're riding a scooter, or if you're on a scooter or a motorized shopping cart, if you're on anything like that, that does not mean you have the right to just wheel around in front of everybody. You cannot cut people off when you're in a cart. I don't it's it's bad in grocery stores. It's even worse at Disney World. Like you you can't just drive around like an asshole because you're on a cart. I know I'm sorry that you have to use the cart. For whatever reason, you have to use the cart. I'm sorry. Don't take your anger out on using the cart on me. Okay? I'm just trying to get through my shopping list. Please follow the same right of way rules that I do. Don't ram into my cart. Don't cut me off. Don't. Some of them have horns. Sometimes they just go forward and lay on the horn. You don't need to do that. Please be a human. If people who use carts have feelings too. Don't be an asshole if you're on the scooter. But I'm pretty sure that covers everything shopping wise, as far as the shopping itself. But it doesn't end there. After you get everything, you still have to go to the checkout line. And sometimes when you're in the checkout line, everyone's looking for the shortest one. No problem with that. But give people space if you're in the same line. You do not need to ram your cart into their ass. You do not need to do that. I'm not suggesting that we go back to the 6 feet social distancing. I'm just saying, give them like give them a foot of clearance. That way they can help put stuff on the little conveyor belt and get around the front to pay. Like I had this one girl, I'll never forget it. It was at a Save a Lot. I've had some bad experience with Save a Lot. Bones in the chicken breast that was supposed to be boneless. But this one was worse. There was a lady, I was helping my mom shop, and I was on cart duty, and we were in the checkout lane, and there were 3 people in the line. I was in the middle, unfortunately. So I was just giving the person in front of me space, standing there, looking around, passing the time, looking at all the candy bars that are strategically placed in front of me. And all of a sudden, I feel something bump against my back. And I look back, and it's an old lady pushing a grocery cart. So I thought, okay, the person in front has a little space. Let me move forward so I don't have some metal against my back. So I take a step forward, and so does the lady behind me. And boom, the cart hits my back again. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, I turn around and I see this. I get like a good look at the old lady, and I cannot even explain what her eyes looked like. Like, she was looking at me, but she was staring through me. Like, it was unbelievable. I felt like I was looking at like a Dementor from Harry Potter or something. Just the dead look she gave me. Just the uncomfortable stare. And so little 15-year-old me, I just turned back around and stayed put. I was not looking back again. Uh, oh, it's dramatizing. I can visually see it. I wish I could explain it better, but man, it was like it's almost like she had cat eyes, like staring through you and into your soul. God, get me out of there. Yeah, give people space at the checkout lane. And you checked out, and I've still got one more thing. You check out, you're going to walk out, and as you're walking out, there's always like not a, I guess I don't know what they're called, the scratch off ticket. There's like scratch off ticket machines where you can order scratch offs. And there's always some degenerate there that orders scratch offs and doesn't even scratch them. They just order a scratch off and scan it right away. They don't even move. They'll stand there. I don't know how long they'll stand there because I never stay long enough to watch. They get their ticket and scan it immediately. And emotionless, empty, just repeat, repeat. Order a ticket, scan it. Order a ticket, scan it. Order a ticket, scan it. God, terrible loop. Then you got to deal with the parking lot again. But that's for now. That's all I've got. That I think that covered just about every one of my grocery store gripes. If you stayed in all the way through, thanks for listening. I'm gonna hit you with another round of plugs. If you like what you heard and you're listening on Spotify, go ahead and follow and hit the notification bell so you are notified every Wednesday at 10 a.m. when I come out with a new podcast. If you are listening on YouTube, once again, like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when I come out with a new podcast every Wednesday at 10 a.m. I give you a podcast to help you get over hump day. If you don't like the full podcasts, you just like hearing the clips, the best of the best, go ahead and if you scroll through TikTok, if you doom scroll, go ahead and search Smithstock 5 to hear the short clips of my podcast. If you're more of an Instagram Reels person, search Derek Smithstock 13 to get the short clips there. And of course, like and subscribe to Dylan Smith Outdoors at Dylan Smith Outdoors 8459 if you are a fan of outdoors content. Right now, he is starting the challenge of eating a scoop of ice cream every day until he shoots a deer bigger than his last. Go there and support Dylan on Dylan Smith Outdoors at Dylan Smith Outdoors 8459. That was a random rant grocery store gripes. Thank you for listening.